I'm Zan Fleming, and here to talk about a very exciting day for Kinexum, an organization that has had a really gratifying growth in its ministry to help companies to get their therapies and other health products through the hoops, not just regulatory hoops, but all the many different challenges of testing and other forms of evaluation that therapies have to go through. Today, we at Kinexum are appointing Thomas Seoh as Chief Executive Officer, and he is going to take Kinexum to the next level. This is just what Kinexum needs. I've been trying to do that job, but I'm not a business guy. I really love the work that we do at Kinexum, and I will continue to be involved in supporting key strategic projects. But Thomas is not only a terrific resource in his own experience in the health product development world, but he's a student of the efficient, effective organization. And that's why I'm so excited that Thomas is going to be leading Kinexum to the next level. Thomas, tell us a little bit about yourself, just so people will get an idea of what you're bringing.
Sure. I'm a life sciences executive and entrepreneur. I've held leadership positions in both public and private biotech and medical device companies. I sometimes introduce myself as a recovering lawyer. I began my professional career in the New York and London offices of a Wall Street law firm. But I went in-house to a couple of companies, private and public, including one that developed an antiviral and one that developed the first new therapeutic in brain cancer in a couple of decades. And after that, I went to run a venture-backed company in France that was working on therapeutics for Parkinson's patients and for Duchenne muscular dystrophy patients. Upon repatriation, I got involved in several medical device startups.
Well, it's a wonderful experience, and you started with a very distinguished education at Harvard, both undergraduate and law degrees there, and you have certainly blossomed in the application of your skills and experience. We met back a number of years ago, and I think that in a sense is emblematic of the values and the aspirations that we share. You might just mention how we first met.
Well, we share a mentor, I guess, Leigh Thompson, MD, PhD, former Chief Scientific Officer of Eli Lilly. I'm actually curious about how you came to meet Leigh. Leigh was on the board of a company I was working with, Guilford Pharmaceuticals. He was a charismatic intellect and humanitarian. It was very easy to fall under his sway. And I know that you and your team at Kinexum, early in Kinexum's life, put together a conference in honor of Leigh Thompson in Charleston. And I had the pleasure and the privilege of attending, and what a remarkable collection of former FDA officials, academics, industry people, members of the Eli Lilly diaspora, and others. I just became fascinated with Leigh's tribe, and that's how we first met.
Right, and Leigh and I likewise went back to FDA days when he was representing industry at the ICH initiative, and we collaborated in different ways during that era. But after leaving FDA, I became very much, as you say, in his orbit, and was inspired by him and his creativity. And that meeting was one example of what we like to do at Kinexum, to bring people together. It was a wonderful two conferences, one before he died and one after he died. We had people from FDA, from a number of different areas, stakeholders, patient advocacy groups, and so that was a great example of something Kinexum did, and we continue to do. We're working on some very important conferences, one coming up soon in London, which we'll talk about at some other time. But we
Well-
certainly share Lei as a mentor.
But ironically, then we went our separate ways for a dozen years or more. And I think we reconnected just late last year. I just published my first foray into business social media. It was a blog post on the application of lean startup methodologies for life science startups. And we initially started talking about how I might complement your other distinguished consultants in your group with my background in corporate strategy and corporate development. But you were complaining about bandwidth constraints, and so we started working together to see whether I could help you with institution and brand building for Kinexum.
Well, you did that in spades. You helped to do a top to bottom evaluation of our organization. You looked at every inch of our corporate being, and still you agreed to take it on. And I'm so excited about that. You brought just the skills and experience that we need now to go to the next level. And as you say, you have a great interest in how the corporation functions. But you clearly have the same kind of consulting value that many of the folks in our organization have. So you too will be challenged by the pull of consulting versus leading. So I know that you'll do a great job of striking that balance.
Well, thank you, Zan. I'm totally excited, and also very grateful for the opportunity to join Kinexum's mission. I think, first of all, the professionals at Kinexum have decades of relevant expertise and experience, and I think that has created a real sense of collegiality among the members of the team who have great mutual respect for each other. And coming from my corporate development background, I really appreciate the fact that Kinexum doesn't hold itself forth as some kind of Delphic oracle, come to us with your problems in translation science and we'll give you the answer. Rather, I think Kinexum sees itself as a partner, actually a team member of its clients, in helping them to achieve their funding or regulatory or clinical or other corporate milestones. And I think that's a great thing. And beyond that, every consulting firm aspires to provide wow customer service and opportunities for professional growth and satisfaction for the team, and to achieve financial success so that we can all continue to do what we're doing. But in addition, I think you, Zan, and the Kinexum team and I are completely aligned on the value that Lei Thompson actually spoke of, which is to foster innovation and to accelerate quality medical products to patients around the globe. And I'm really eager to do my part to help Kinexum in educating stakeholders in healthcare and also in improving the healthcare ecosystem.
Well, Thomas, in our greater than 12 years existence at Kinexum, we have aspired to do all the things that you've described. We have helped over 300 companies across a range of therapeutic areas and different stages, from preclinical to post-approval. And it's been thrilling to be a part of that. And the only regret I have is that you didn't come along sooner. I think with your leadership, Kinexum truly is going to be able to do more and do it better. And we greatly appreciate your
Thank
joining
you.
us.
I look
Thank
forward
you.
to it. Thanks.